Hey, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to another RD trading video. Peace. Um, Hope you had a great weekend. The last video I did, I believe, was on my Delta options trade. It's been a few days. I'm gonna try to come at you with another video here before we get into the week. I'll try not to make this too long. As always, I'll try to timestamp things for you guys if you want to poke around the video and not watch all this blabbery that I do. But nice Bitcoin pump over the weekend. Entire crypto sphere, I suppose, was up. If you haven't checked out my TerraWolf video, first 100 view video ever. So thanks everyone for watching that. That's awesome. If you're on my YouTube channel, I believe I have an analysis on that on TerraWolf. I may not have shared that video. So I apologize for that, but I have reviewed TerraWolf, and it's a Bitcoin miner, so it should be up on Monday theoretically with the nice Bitcoin pump. We'll just take a quick look at that. Really nice move here, and I actually did some work on Bitcoin chart in private, and so I apologize for not sharing that with you guys. I mean, again, I can't cover everything that I'm looking at all the time because there's just a lot to cover in the markets, as I've mentioned that before. But theoretically, there is like that 90K target for Bitcoin. We'll see how it gets there. Again, if you've seen some of my videos, you know, you get these really nice pumps at the beginning of trends. And then you could get a pullback, something like in here. And you always have to be prepared for something like this to happen. Now, again, it is Bitcoin. It's a mind of its own. Crypto carries typically some really big momentum moves, so you could certainly get a thing where it just kind of keeps moving up like that. But definitely don't be surprised if we see any pullbacks at all. But really strong momentum and great move here right now. But what I want to talk about tonight with you guys is XBI. It's one that you hear a lot about, the individual components of XBI, especially lately with some of the weight loss drug stuff that's out there. But XBI is the Biotech ETF. And this is one I've really had a lot. I've been in and out of this trade here and there. I mean, you can see all the ridiculous amount of like analysis I've tried to do on XBI, but it's been a tough one for sure. It's been a tough trade. I mean, and when you go out, zoom out really to the really long term, I believe that's probably like a 3 to 6 month mode that I drew there, consolidation level. That's kind of what it looks like. 6 months, even a yearly almost. But take it from a long-term perspective, you see some consolidation here for sure, and then there's a crazy move like up like that, and then when it comes back down, boom, it comes all the way back down to this mode right here, and it does kind of bounce back up, but then it just chops around, comes all the way back again, and now we're getting a move off of this level. So there's certainly a chance for this to be quite an explosive move moving up there. Now let's kind of dive in a little bit on the smaller time frames. Still, these are still really big time frames if you're a trader. A lot of traders, I mean, these are really longer time frames. So this is, and I do think that XBI is a good investment product over the long term, in my opinion, that I would say, because you get, from a really long-term perspective, you would say, yeah, people get older. We're always going to need new drugs and new tech, new biotechnologies to help improve life. Some people certainly are into prolonging life. Um, so over the long term, you could potentially get a move, way up into these ranges. So, but again, we're looking here at the shorter term. Um, you have a signal here on the weekly time frame, and then if you noticed, you even have a signal here on the monthly time frame, which I actually haven't done that work on the monthly time frame. So while we're here, let's say you could probably tell my voice is a little off. I'm, change of seasons and stuff, you get sick, and congested and whatnot. So that's what I am right now. You definitely have this, but I think we need to include this mode there. And then we can just connect it there. Again, really the most important part, honestly, the most important part about drawing these is trying to get a good idea for the lowest point of the mode. You want to get the lowest point of the mode correct, because that's where you kind of begin your targets from. So, and again, I have all this kind of mess on here. I did not clean this chart up before coming out here on YouTube. So, but it shows you all the work I've done on XBI already. And my past trades in XBI, honestly, they probably weren't the most successful trades. I don't really remember exactly if I profited on those trades, trades or not. I was in a trade with too much size, and then I just got chopped around all in here, and it was pretty tough. So, but now it's a new day. It's a new day for XBI, and we're gonna move forward with better technology. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's call it 11. Better drug technology, improving people's lives every year, every month. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, right now you could theoretically forecast a target of 128.30 on XBI, assuming this plays out. So, this would have to continue up. Maybe you get kind of choppiness, but things would have to continue to trend in our favor here. So that's honestly, that's all we have to talk about on XBI this evening. It's something maybe I just wanted to point out to you all, that there is a setup here, and in the short term, we could definitely target this 111.50 roughly area. And again, as you've seen me do before, if you watch my videos, just for kicks and giggles, we'll draw the second target on there. And basically, it's just to say, if the momentum really is strong in the stock, in this case, the ETF, you could potentially get a doubling of this range from this particular setup. Now, again, there are certainly a bunch of other targets from other setups, and so those do come into play a little bit within the system. Uh, and again, you just have to kind of take the trade as you feel comfortable. You want to expose the amount of money that you want in this trade as you feel comfortable, um, and then take profits as you feel comfortable, or have a stop loss as you feel comfortable. Because again, no one can really manage this for you. It's all up to you how you want to manage your investments. It's all how you want to manage your trades. But we just try to gather the best information we can and make the best decision we can on the products that we invest in. Again, as you can see, it's been a tough trade. XBI has been a really tough trade because it moves up to here, and that's great if you own it from here. That's awesome. But then it pulls way back. And I think I measured this. It's only, I mean, only, quote unquote. Well, a 17% move in some assets like crypto, a 17% move is actually not like that big of a move. But in an ETF, it's a big move. And, if you have a lot of money exposed, this is going to be really painful. So you just have to kind of try to get an understanding of where an asset is within a trend or within a zone. Because if you're in an XBI position in here with 10% of your portfolio, every week you're just getting back and forth, back and forth. And then down here, you're like freaking out. Do I exit my trade? I mean, I'm down a ton. Um, Only for XBI to come back higher. Um, and that's where a lot of these longer term targets come from as well. Um, so I don't want to clean up my chart too much and then get rid of all that stuff. But maybe through the mess of what I've got on my chart right now, we can try to try to take a look at what's up here. Yeah, so I mean, if there's a 3-month signal that forms from here, you can take all this period of consolidation and draw your target to come up into these areas. So, you've got a 3-month signal here. And so that's where part of where I take this consolidation period and you draw using this 3-month signal, or if you do the 6-month, I guess there's no signal here yet on the 6-month technically. But I'll go back to the 3-month. Since there is a signal from the 3-month, you can potentially get a trend all the way up to these really amazing levels here in the 200s. So that's a really long-term play. It's not going to happen overnight, and it could happen with a lot of chop still, but in the short term, I think it's definitely reasonable to anticipate a move to hundreds, into 110s type area. So we'll see how this plays out. I said it. I'll timestamp this. You guys can navigate through and take a look for yourself. If you're on TradingView, thanks for sticking with me. Hope you enjoy this review of XBI. It's definitely an asset that I like because I think it's important to be exposed to biotechnology stocks, because I think as humanity advances and as society theoretically advances, you're definitely going to get continued advancements in the biotechnology sector, and hopefully improving people's qualities of life, and, really significantly combating various illnesses we face and whatnot. So again, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for sticking with me, and have a great evening. I will get some more videos out for you guys this week. So see you later. Bye-bye.